Welcome back to another day trading recap. This is December 3rd. We're ending the day up $80 for the day. And it was a bit of a whirlwind. So today we started up with actually a decent list. I even said in the room that there's stuff on the screen. So we started the day with this QBTS here. This was a favorite couple of days ago, but we had this mini little gap up here. And we kind of dropped the ball on this. If you can see right here, we ended up getting long on this a little bit of pullback, exiting a good portion of it here, only making about $25, $26 on it. I saw this little pullback here. Me and another room member fought over it, and I decided to pass on it. And this thing just continued to grind all day long out the open. So no harm, no foul. Managed it correctly and called it a day. Our next trade was Mara. Mara was actually my favorite trade out the open today, and I'll show you why. Just because of we opened out this hourly base here. As you can see, my strategy tends to be right on that hourly chart for the most part. This hourly base is a huge support area after gapping up, and I ended up taking this right here. So this green dot is for 1196 was the fill, but I think I did 1160 and ended up trailing out right under here. Particularly when the market started falling, I wasn't really sure about it. And look at this. There's a really nice buy setup right in here and a consolidation. This would have been a really nice trade for the afternoon, but we passed on it, made a load of money, called it a day. The next trade that we traded was BMY. So BMY, we ended up, I ended up picking this up, basically finding this consolidation here on the 5 minute chart. And I was playing this little shakeout, which is a 5 minute consolidation. When you break under the base, you suck in all of these sellers. The sellers basically get immediately taken out. However, this was not a shakeout. This ended up just being a pullback. However, I played it properly. My entry was, I believe, over 45, 50, 45, but I used the stop of 50 all the way down here, completely safe. We went sideways. Once we broke here, I moved my stop up here to a half loss and then ended up trailing out right through here. Okay. Now, this did end up coming up a little bit higher than that, but my ultimate target was the retest of this 5 minute high, and I was very happy with it. Last trade of the day was ScanDisk. So ScanDisk, I thought the market was going to fall a little bit harder. We had this wide range bar. I was looking at this 5 minute 1, 2, 3. I ended up basically shorting this right here at 91.30, and I ended up using a stop of 96.50. So gave this thing plenty of room. Here's the appropriate entry. This is where you should have gone in. However, I got a bad entry. Sat through it all day and ended up taking profits just as we broke the low here, which ended up being the perfect time because look at this. This thing came all the way back and never went anywhere else. So great trading, great management today. It's kind of what we aim to do every single day. See you tomorrow.